What is going on, my seasoned watchers? I hope you guys are all having a fantabulous of a day. My name is Seasons, and welcome back to my Minecraft Let's Play. This is episode 8 of the Minecraft Let's Play, and if you haven't checked it out already, last episode we had gone into the trial chambers. Now, it was quite an adventure, and we got so much loot. Go check it out, see all the action, all the suspense, all the funny moments that we've had together. And we've also introduced a new thing, which you can kind of see over there. However, we will get to that later on in the episode. As for this episode, however, we have been doing a little bit of decorating. I've been doing some improvements, made a little bit of a path, edited these stairs, decorated the house a little more, some flowers, lightings, candles, greenery, and expanded the storage system as well. These are all small details, so I just thought might as well get them out of the way. Got a bunch of new stuff, as well as you can see, we have our brand new diamond armor. That's a good milestone for us. Oops, took off my pants. Don't look at me. Don't look at me. Before you saw me with no pants, sorry about that. For this episode, we're going to upgrade our potion room. Alongside that, we will go to the commenters board, like I said before. Now, let's get started with the episode, you guys. Alright, we're here at the potion room. One of my goals for this potion room is to, first of all, I'm not going to make it an enchantment room and a potion room. I'm going to make it just one thing, which is potions in general. However, I am thinking of maybe like a connecting tunnel that connects the two rooms so that it has like some shared aesthetic to it as well. However, for this potion room, I'm going to probably put all my potion stands on this side, have this openings be stained glass. Another reason that I am doing that is because I also want to give this room a kind of dim feeling. And alongside that, for my little, I guess you would say, like sunken nether wart farm, I'm also going to dig a little bit up on this one right here and put my weeping vines. So I'm going to have weeping vines falling from the top of here. As you saw as well, I have the chest of stuff already set and ready. It's going to be a lot of nether brick, a lot of dark oak, and maybe a splash of the other woods as well. I'll see how I feel about what I think the room should look like. So without further ado, let's get on to building this room. But before we get to making the potion room, you guys, I just want to show my appreciation and head to the commenters board. Now, as you can see, we've had a couple of upgrades, made it a little nicer of a pathway, decorated it a little bit. Alongside that, I added a cute and what I think is a very neat feature of the commenters board, which is when you walk up to here and you look at this sign, boom, look at that. I think that's a really neat touch to the commenters board. It says commenters board, welcome. And alongside that, you then have a little heart that I've made on the floor to show my appreciation and dedication to you guys. So if you wanted to know what was in there, it's just these signs and dies. So I am ready to change the color of whatever the commenter of the episode wants. So for this episode, we do have a commenter who I will say is a pretty funny joke. It's funny as hell. I kind of actually want to see how long we can keep it running. Commenter is Gerber2. That's right, Gerber2. Thank you for commenting on my last episode. That was the Trial Chambers episode 7. And what he commented on that video was W Trial Chamber video. Now, thank you so much, Gerber, for watching the video. I appreciate it. And if you would like to be mentioned on this commenters board, please leave a comment below, commenting about the video, or just your opinions about what you think I should do next. Or if you just want to say something random, like my cat's name is Earl. I don't know. Whatever you feel like commenting, please do so in the comments. It really helps out, and I love to read you guys' comments all the time and what you guys have to think about just anything in general. So now, let's get back to the potion room and start decorating it. See you guys there. Now we are trying something different today in a voiceover. Now I wanted to show you guys my process and ideas that I was having while building the room, and I felt like a voiceover would be the best way to do that. So as you see, we are ripping up the floor now, and my first idea was to just use nether brick and nether rack. Have this nether theme along the potion room. However, I thought that would be very boring and mundane, while also not making the potion room feel special and magical. At least as magical as I wanted to feel. So then I thought of another idea, where the star of the build would actually be the sunken netherwort farm. As you can see, I'm using nether brick and nether rack to make this tapering pattern alongside the floor. Now the reason for that was because I want the netherwort farm to feel like it's spreading and consuming the world, trying to turn this room to the nether and what would soon be the rest of the world. However, it wouldn't do that. Yet something will always be holding it back, and we will see that later on in the video. And as I get deeper into the video as well, you will see that I will incorporate more blocks like netherwort and crimson planks to intensify that idea of the spread. As you see now, we are placing log pillars as a way to show support for the building. Now we are moving along to the wall. The wall took me some time to get right, I won't lie. I played with a lot of materials and combined a lot of blocks. I tried out spruce planks, dark oak planks, crimson planks, nether brick, and mixed and matched all those to see which ones I felt would be proper for the room. In the end, I did end up using dark oak at the bottom of the wall and crimson plank as the primary block. Now within the netherwort farm, I wanted to be a little bit asymmetrical and chaotic, showing that the netherwort was unstable and spreading at an uncontrollable pace. So as we get further, you will see that I go pretty crazy with this idea, implementing a bunch of elements within the area, like netherwort blocks, chains, and nether brick. Now onto the ceilings. As you can see right now, we are just stripping the ceiling, digging it up, and making sure I know where to place my blocks. And for the ceiling, I had a simple idea. I just used some crimson plank steps to give the room a rounded feeling so that it's not too harsh going up towards the ceiling. Alongside that, I did just use the same pattern kind of the floor onto the ceiling. So what I mean by that is I just put nether brick all up on the ceiling, but with no rim. Well, I'd say no rim, but in reality, the crimson planks are effectively the rim, and not dark oak planks. As you can see right here, I am implementing crimson logs as well as the netherwort blocks on the floor to intensify the idea of the netherwort infecting and spreading. Now within the netherwort area, we are beginning to start on the ceiling. Like I said before, I want to make this area as chaotic and crazy as I can, symbolizing the spread of the netherwort and its power on the overworld. I use things like the netherwort block and netherrack, but also slabs and stairs of nether brick and crimson planks. This adds a little bit more chaos and beauty to the story, really, giving the idea that I was maintaining the spread, but my success was to no avail as the netherwort was too powerful and I just kind of gave up. I also use other elements like chains, crimson vines, to give it another form of shape language that wasn't just block, steps, and slabs. And while I do think this came out to be awesome, I did have to redo the steps up above because I did go a little too crazy with it. But that's just us having fun in Minecraft. What can we do? Now, this is the part where the room begins to come together. Now, I had a ton of fun doing this part, trying to implement colors that had a good sense of being within the room. Now, one of my favorite things about this build is this center pillar supporting multiple plants. I just thought it was a great way to add character and life to the room. Now this part was passed over quickly, but the flower and candle was a huge breakthrough for me, inviting elements from the overworld into a predominantly nether-based build, giving that pizzazz. Onto the cauldrons as well. These were obvious inclusions in the room, I added them to have some colored dyes to give the sense of potion brewing that is in the making. Lastly is my final decor. I put crying obsidian in the middle of the floor, surrounded by glow shrooms to give this glowing feeling. This decor, while minimal in terms of aesthetics, is huge in the storytelling of this room, for the crying obsidian is the only thing that is preventing this netherwort from spreading onto the overworld. Now, I wasn't able to show you the outside because I wasn't recording, apologize, but that's fine. The outside is playing with the same story as I've been telling, but the side connected to the netherwort farm is being corrupted. What is going on, you guys? We are now officially done with the build, and while I did have a blast with it, please tell me your comments below what you think about the build, what's your opinions, if you think it came out great, because I think it came out pretty well. Outside needs a little bit more work, however I can do that off screen, but the interior came out freaking awesome. Now, going through a tour of the place, we have the floor right here that is tapering alongside this side bench. I'll probably put some fire there. You are then meted with this awesome stained glass. I quite like the stained glass. Probably replace the black ones in the future for those one-way glasses, just to make this room a little bit darker than what it is. Alongside that, in this center area, we do have a bunch of barrels. I'm thinking of using these barrels as a way to store my potions. I'll probably organize them by what the potions are. Alongside this, we have our potion brewing stands and the area where we would keep our ingredients. I light that candle right now. And we do have our decorations, candles, plants everywhere. The cauldrons, they look awesome. I kind of wish I can make some like sparkling effects. Alongside that, we do have the bookcase up there that just has regular books. I'll probably put some diary entries. And alongside that, we do have our netherwort farm, which I think is the best thing about this build. I did achieve making it the star of this build, and I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. So I will see you guys in the next episode, and hopefully we will be able to make something bigger and better next time. Seasons out.